Guys, today we are going to see how very quickly how to apply the policies for our applications actually. So we have three applications like system API and process API and experience API. So if you are sending any request to the experience API internally, it will call to the process API internal will call to the system API, right? You know the architecture, right? So API led connectivity. So you know the three layer architecture: experience layer, process layer, and system layer. So what is the purpose of this experience and process and system layer? We have discussed about, in a previous class, right? So now we are going to apply the policies, nothing but security. Okay, why we need to apply the policies actually? Whenever you want to secure your APIs, why we need to secure our APIs actually? So if you know this URL, okay, if you know this URL, so I'll tell you this. If you know this URL, control V, console. Okay, simple. If you know this URL, you can see that API, and you can hit this from here. You can hit from here, and you can fetch the data from the Salesforce, right? So so there is no security actually. Okay, if you see here, there is no security. Directly you can send and you can fetch the data from the all layers actually. Okay, this we are sending our request to the experience layer. Internally it will call process and system. It is getting the response actually from the Salesforce. There is no security actually. If anyone know about this URL, they can also access actually. If I am sending this URL, they can also access. So if you want to apply security for your APIs, then you have to apply the policies actually. Okay, then you have to apply the policies. In this chart where we have actually, so this is the API architecture, right? So first of all, we have to design our API in the design center. First step it is. Okay, after that we need to publish our API to the exchange. This is the second step. And we have to import our API into the studio, Anypoint Studio. This is the third step. Here we need to implement our business logic. Okay, and after that we need to deploy our application into the runtime manager. This is the fourth step. After that we need to apply the policies for the security. Okay, that is the fifth step. Okay, sorry. Okay, that is the fifth step. So now we are going to perform that fifth step. Okay, for that, in the API manager we need that API actually. If you, what is the API manager meaning? So we can manage our APIs, we can apply the policies for that APIs, we can manage it, we can raise some alerts for that APIs. Okay, nothing but totally we are managing our APIs in the API manager. Okay, so for that we need API, right? So we need API in the API manager. But as of now we don't have any API in the API manager. To get the API in the API manager, you need to import that API into the exchange actually. From here you need to get into the API manager. Okay, so how you can get this API manager, API from the exchange? So we will see that thing. Okay, first of all, you want to apply the policies, you have to go to the API manager. Okay, first of all you have to go to the API manager. So how will go to the API manager? Click here, go to API manager. Okay, go to API manager. In the API manager you can apply the policies. To apply the policies, first of all you need the API, right? So first of all you need API. From where can you get actually API? You have designed your API in the design center and you have published to the exchange, right? From the exchange is the common area for all your Anypoint platform. Okay, exchange is the common for all your Anypoint platform. So from the exchange I can get actually. So how can I get from the exchange? You have to click here, manage from exchange. Otherwise you can create here also and you can import from some other files also. Okay, so as of now I'm importing my API from the exchange, right? So simply click here. Here you need to search that what is that API actually. So which API I want to apply the policies? Not student, open experience API, right? So I want to apply my policy for the experience API, not for the process and system. Why? Because if you have some three doors, okay, one is the main door and another one is the middle door and another one is the last door. If you lock the main door, then remaining all door will secure, right? So in the same way, if you are applying the policy for the experience layer, remaining all layers will be secure actually. Why? Because the request will go through this experience to process to system, right? In that way we have to apply the like policy for the experience layer. Okay, so in this way you can create. So here we no need this, and if you are deploying, you are applying policy for the mule 4 applications. As of now we are using mule 4, right? So you have to select the version also. You have to check this like mule 4 option checkbox also. You have to select this checkbox. Okay, this is the optional. If you provide, that's fine. If you're not providing, that is also fine actually. Okay, we
Sir,
don't need to worry about this.
for
Sorry,
3.9 and 4 kana below ki there is no need
you
to
no need to
select.
select this actually. You no need to select this actually. Like
Okay.
for the latest versions, if you want to apply the policies, then you have to select this checkbox. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm saving this. Now it will create a one API in the API manager. Okay, so now I think using, please provide the valid implementation URL. Okay, so yeah, it is expecting some implementation URL, but it is optional, but it's not taking actually. So no problem, I'll add this implementation URL. I'll copy this, copy link address, I will paste here. Okay, so this is the runtime manager. I'm copying from runtime manager, I'm removing and I'm pasting. Okay, now it is removed, right? So now I will save my API. Now you can see API administration. If I go to the API administration, here you can see this is the open experience API. If I am applying, if I am importing any other API like any student API, okay, student process like that. So student process API, it will create one more thing actually. Okay, it will create one more thing here. So student process API and student system API, in that way it will create multiple APIs. You can manage your individual API also. Okay, no problem with that. You can manage your individual API also. Yeah, that is the thing. Here how can I manage actually? So if you click on this v1, if you click on this v1, here you can see one API ID. Okay, so we can consider this is a auto discovery ID. Okay, why? Because if you observe my application in the, my application, where is my application? In the runtime manager, right? But I am applying policies in the API manager. How this both will link actually? So we need one connection, right? So we can establish that connection by using this auto discovery ID. Okay, so by using this ID we can build our connection between the runtime manager application and API manager policy. Okay, so for that you need to copy this API ID and you have to go to your workspace. Here, where's my experience API? This is the not workspace, right workspace actually. So I think we have another workspace. I'll check in that workspace. So where is my workspace? I'll check in another workspace. So I need to add this API ID in that application in the global elements. Okay, in the global elements, if you search with the auto discovery ID, then you'll get one configuration. Okay, there you can add this ID and you have to redeploy your application into the runtime manager. Okay, then only the link will be created between the runtime manager application and the API manager policy. Okay, so for that you have to add this API ID. Okay, so for that I'm switching my workspace. So then only the policy will apply. Okay, if you see here, as of now my application, okay, my policy in a unregistered mode, right? So 1 second. Okay, this is in a unregistered mode. So whenever you redeploy your application with your auto discovery ID, automatically it will become a active mode. Okay, then only you can apply the policies. Okay, otherwise you cannot. Until you have this in a unregistered mode, then you are not able to apply your policies. Okay, whenever it is become to active mode, then only you can apply your policies. Okay, so now here you can see where is my, yeah, this is my experience API, right? So I need to go to the experience API and I need to open here in the global elements. Okay, in the global elements I need to search auto discovery ID. Okay, auto discovery ID. So click on OK. Here I need to give auto discovery ID. Okay, I'll paste here and I need to select the flow actually. What is flow? What flow I need to select? Main flow. Okay, why? Because my flow execution will start from main flow, right? So that's why I need to select main flow and click on OK button. So now I have applied auto discovery ID, right? So now I will export this. So once I have applied auto discover ID, I need to export this as a jar. Okay, how can I export? In this way. Where can I export? Application mule for open experience API. Okay, there I will update. Already I have jar actually, so that jar will be update actually by new changes. Okay, with the new changes it will update. So it is updating. Okay, and I need to go to that flow. So application, go to application. Where is my application? MuleSoft applications, Mule4. Here I have, it is updated, right? 1252. Now the time is 1252. Now it is updated, right? So this is my jar file. So I need to upload the jar file into the runtime manager. Then only my changes will appear, right? So to upload the jar, we can upload here also. But if you want to change anything in the application level, you have to click here. You have to click here, and here you can change that thing actually. Okay, if you want to change anything, you can change here. Okay, so I want to add something actually. I want to add something here. Then only the auto discovery will enable. Okay, what is that thing? We need to add some organization level client ID, secret ID. We need to add here in the properties tab. Okay, how can you add those properties? So I'll show you. Okay, so for that, actually, recently I have created one thing. Forgot those credentials actually. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll check. Okay, 1 second, guys. Yeah, these things we need to pass actually. Okay, these things. Control C. Yeah, I need to pass in a properties tab. Okay, enter, please enter. Here you need to pass. Instead of this XXXX, you need to pass client ID, secret ID. Where you will get this client ID, secret ID? I'll show you. Okay, so I'll duplicate this tab. So in the tab, in the new tab, okay, so here, as of now, you have covered the design center. We can design our APIs in the design center. In the exchange, we will publish our APIs to the exchange. And in the API manager, we can apply the policies in the API manager, and the runtime manager, we can deploy our application into the runtime manager. Okay. Here now we are going to use this access management. Okay. So if you click on this access management, okay, you can see here different environments you can see. Okay. So I'll click on this environments. So here I need to select the environment. What is my environment? Sandbox, right? In real time, you can see like dev, QA, prod, but this is the trial version, right? So that's why you are seeing design and sandbox. So I'm clicking on the sandbox. Here I can find my client ID and client secret. Okay, these are my client ID, client secret. You can copy in this way. Control C. I can paste here. Okay, I can paste here those things, and you can copy this thing also. Control C and paste here. You have to apply this client ID, client secret here. Definitely, must and should you have to apply. And one more thing is you have to apply the auto discovery also. Okay, to apply the policies, these two things you have to remember. Applying auto discovery ID is mandatory, and adding this client ID, secret ID also mandatory. Where can you find out this client ID, secret ID? In the access management. Okay, in the access management, you have to select the environments. In the environment, sandbox environment, you will get this client ID, security. If you want to get client ID, security for the design center, design, you will get for the design. But we are deploying our application in the sandbox, right? So that's why I'm selecting sandbox. Okay. In this way, we have to add this one. Finally, we have to apply changes. Then, no. Actually, we need to load the new jar also, right? So I forgot that thing actually. So no problem. I'll click on this top button. Okay. Oh, okay, no problem. I will load upload file. Okay, I'll do anyway. Forget actually. Sorry. MuleSoft application. Sorry, tell me.
అదే ఇప్పుడు మనం చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఒకటి మర్చిపోయాం కదా.
Yes.
సో ఒక్కసారి ఒకవేళ అలా మర్చిపోయినప్పుడు మనకి ఇప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్ రన్ అయిపోయింది కదా, మళ్ళీ ఎర్రర్ త్రో చేస్తుందా, లేదంటే ఇది
Yeah,
కంటిన్యూ
means
అయిపోతుంది?
that policy will not apply. That's it actually. That policy will not apply. Actually, I have stopped that deployment actually. So
అదే
again, I will apply the changes and I will start actually. Okay. Now it will load with the new jar actually. It is loading new jar. So it will load the new jar and it will deploy. No problem. Okay. So sometimes doing mistakes is means the better way to know more things actually. Okay, if you are doing mistakes, then only you can know the how to resolve that issues. Okay, if I am doing mistakes, that is very helpful to you only. Why? Because if I am doing mistakes, I can resolve immediately, so that you can, if you are also facing same issue in your future also, you can resolve in that way. Okay, that is also fine. So the main thing to apply the policies, the main thing is like adding client ID secret in the properties tab and auto discovery ID in the application level. In the global elements, you have to apply the auto discovery ID. Okay, so this is the auto discovery ID. Here you need to apply the auto discovery ID. Okay, and flow name you have to select, and it will redeploy. Once it is redeployed, automatically you can see this will become green color. Okay, active mode, it will become active mode. Okay, just wait for that. So you can see the logs as well. You have click on the logs and you can see how this deployment is going. Okay, so here you can see the logs. Once it is deployed, started application successfully, then only it will become a green button. Okay, so sometimes it will take some 30 seconds late actually, 30 seconds or 1 minute. You have to wait for that actually until you get a green button. Okay, if you apply proper like auto discovery ID and a proper client ID secret ID, then definitely it will become a green button. Then only you can apply the policies. Until you get like it is in a unregistered mode, then you will not apply, you will not able to apply the policies. Okay, that thing you have to remember. So we'll wait for complete this deployment. Okay, so you can see here, you can see the auto discovery applied message actually, you can see that message also. So it is deploying almost 17 minutes, right? No problem. Actually, you should not use in this way, like you have to segregate your all code in a separate XMLs and you have to do each layer, then only you will get more practice actually. Okay, you have to do in this way, like have done, right? So in this way you have to divide in this way. Okay, main code we have, global configurations and error handling we have, and common implementation, like it's a kind of a business logic we have. So in this way how to develop, we have to divide each logic in a separate XMLs. Okay, should not maintain, don't maintain in this way. Okay, why? Because I have my code in the same XML and also I have all my configuration in the same XML. Okay, don't follow in this way. Okay, you have to segregate in a different XMLs. Okay, you can maintain, you have to maintain error handling in separate file and configuration, all configuration in one file. In one file you can maintain the global elements, you can maintain all your configuration in that way. Okay, so as of now I have working with experience layer, right? That's why I haven't applied, no problem with that. So now you can see, I think I need to refresh this actually. Okay, then only it will become green button. Okay, right, is showing previous. Yeah, now you can see, right? It is in active mode. Nothing but you have applied auto discovery and client ID secret organization credential perfectly. Okay, now you can enable your policy. Then whenever you will get active mode, then only you can apply your policies. Okay, you have to click on this v1, automatically it will open. Here you can apply the policies. Where you can apply the policies? In the policies tab. Okay, you can see the policies tab, right? So now I'm opening policies tab. So now you can see multiple types of policies. Okay, so I'm clicking on the policies. What happened? Why it's not opening policies? It is opening actually. There are no automated policies applied actually, so we need to apply the policy, right? So click on this apply new policy. Okay, so now it will open the policies list. These many policies provided by the API manager by default. Okay, if you want to apply any policies in between this, in among those, like we can apply. Okay, so now I will select basic authentication. Okay, I want to select the basic authentication policy. So whenever you interviewer ask will you like which policies you have applied for your project, you can say these project like basic authentication and client ID enforcement. Those things you can tell actually. Okay. So as of now we are applying basic authentication. Okay. So this is the
Yeah.
basic. Yeah, tell me.
Okay, if there are automated policies for this mule version, we go with those automated policies, or we go with the selected. We can select our. We can customize
Yeah,
our
by
policies.
default, yeah, these are the like provided by the MuleSoft actually. So we have to configure these policies first of all. Okay, otherwise if you want to create your custom policies also you can create by using some script actually. By using
Oh,
some script we can create our policies, but most of the things will follow in this way. But if client requiring a new policies,
yeah.
okay, new policies, then we have to write that policy and we can apply actually. Okay,
Okay.
presently we are applying the basic authentication policy. I'm clicking on here, so I'm selecting this policy. So configure policy. How can we configure? So by giving the username password here, we can configure actually. What is my username password? First of all, I'll give Niranjan123. This is my username. Password is like admin123. This is my password. Okay. So in this way I have applied actually. Here you can see two options actually. Apply configuration for all API methods, resources or particular methods. Actually we have some methods, right? Post method, get method. You want to apply particular method, then also you can apply. Actually if you click here, here you can select actually. So only post method if you want to apply policy, you can apply. Okay. Otherwise if you want to write some regular expression, so particular method or resource if you want to apply, then we can write the regular expression also. As of now I'm going with the first option, nothing but I'm applying for whole API, means nothing but every method I'm applying. Okay, so I'm applying, so it will apply. So finally it is applied, right? So in the runtime manager logs also you can see here one more log will come actually. So the policy is applied like that actually. Here you can see one more log also will appear. Just wait a, like it will to apply the policy it will take almost 15-30 seconds to 1 minute actually. You have to wait. So as of now you can see your application is started, right? So now you can see one message like your policies has been applied successfully, like that you can see that message also. Then only your policy will enable. Okay, so you can see. So otherwise I'll refresh also. Yeah, now you can see applied policies basic authentication successfully, right? So now you can hit actually. So try, previously everyone trying to access, right? So now I'm trying to access actually. What will happen, we'll see. Now it is asking username password. Okay, if you know the username password then only you can access your resources. Okay, I'm giving my password, username password. Okay, Niranjan123, and what is my password? Admin123. Only I know this username password, right? So that I can access actually. If I want to give the access, I need to give this username password to the others actually. Okay, so sign in. So then only I'll get the like response. Okay, now I got the response. So now I can hit and I can respond. If I give one time means it will store into the cookies and it will every time it will give the access actually. Okay, so otherwise give me 1 second. Can you mute please? Others can
Actually,
mute.
there's one doubt.
Tell me.
Uh, previous tab. So there in the URL section. No, no, no. That only.
Yeah, yeah.
So in this URL section, see here it is saying not secure, right? In the URL.
Yeah.
We can we apply for this also? We can use HTTPS, right?
Yes, yes. We need to do that thing also. That is will cover in a subject actually. It's the not part of policy section.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
In the policies like we'll do only policies only. This is the
For
one separate
okay,
concept
yes,
actually.
yes, yes.
Like
Yeah.
actually.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's it actually. Yeah, good question actually. Okay, no problem with that. Yeah. Now I have applied basic authentication policy, right? So if you want to see exact behavior, then you can go to the incognito mode. There you can see like any point platform. Okay, any point platform. So here you can see. Otherwise, not any point platform actually. So this URL you can copy from. Where is that? This URL. You can copy into the incognito tab. So here the browser will not save any data, right? So that's why you can check from here. Okay. So always it will ask actually. Always it will ask. So Niranjan 123 123. Then only it will give the response. So it is giving bad request. Why? Because we are not passing any headers, right? That's why it is giving that thing actually. So for that we need to take this URL. Then only it will accept. Otherwise from the postman also you can check actually. You can check clearly, very clearly. Whenever you passed this I will show you in the postman also. How can you pass this URL in the postman? Just I want to check with this in the postman URL, and can check from the headers. Here I need to pass the client ID, client secret, right? In the headers, client underscore ID, client underscore secret. Okay. So these things we can see later actually. So as of now, we will see one more policy also, right? So I'll show you those things also. First of all, so if you hit here, I don't have any basic authentication, right? So that's why it is throwing some error actually. It will throw some error. Register authentication, HTTP basic authentication is not secure, right? So that's why we need to pass the basic authentication policy here in the postman. How can you pass actually? In the authorized section, if you click on here, you can see different kind of authentication. So I will select basic authentication. So in the basic authentication, you can see username password. Here I can pass actually. Okay, Niranjan 123 and admin 123. Okay, in this way I can pass. Now I'll try to hit my application from the postman. Now you'll get response. Okay, in this way you'll get. If you are not given that username password, it will not get the response. Okay, so this is the how we are applying basic authentication policy. Okay, now we are going to see how we can apply the client ID enforcement uh, like uh, policy. Okay, so as of now in this API I have basic authentication policy, right? Here you can see actually in the policies tab, you can see I have basic authentication, right? So if I want to remove this authentication, I can remove actually. I need to click here. In the actions you can see, edit or disable or remove. Okay, I can click disable also. Otherwise if I want to remove permanently, yeah. If I click disable means it will not work only. It will be there but it will not work. Okay, so as of now I will do disable. Okay, I'll do disable. Now it is in a disable mode. Now you no need to pass any authentication actually. So no authentication is, so now also you'll get response. Okay, so sometimes it will take some time actually, 30 seconds it will take. Okay, so after that you'll get response. Now you'll get response. Okay, so now the policy is disabled. So in the same way, how can we apply the client ID enforcement actually? So have to click on the new policy, same. Okay, so here you have to select the client ID enforcement. Where is my client ID enforcement? First one, right? So here I'll select the latest version. Here I can go down. You can see what is the issue. Selected this one, right? So you can configure the policy actually. Okay. So if you want to pass as a basic authentication, this client ID secret ID, if you want to pass as a basic authentication also you can pass. Otherwise, if you want to pass this client ID secret ID as headers, okay, headers also in the same way, headers. In this way, if you want to pass this client ID secret ID also, this is also fine actually. Okay, so in this way we can access. So the issue is yeah, we have some issue actually. So what is the issue? I'll show you. Okay, so I'll apply this policy. This is the client ID secret ID. We are passing our client ID secret ID as a headers. Okay, we need to pass our client ID secret ID as a headers. So I'll apply this policy. So we have some headache actually. We need to do that thing. Okay, So I have applied this policy anyway. Okay, now I'll check. Okay, so it will also take almost 30 seconds to update this policy. Okay, whenever the policy will update, it will throw error actually. Why? Because I'm not passing any I'm not passing valid client ID secret ID, right? That's why it will throw some error actually. So it will take 30 seconds actually. Just now I have applied a client ID secret ID, so it will throw 30 seconds. Previously it is not validating, right? This client ID secret ID. If you are passing anything also it is taking actually. If you are passing anything, it is taking actually. Okay, so it is taking, but now it will not take actually. Why? Because now I have applied client ID secret ID. Nothing but client ID enforcement I have applied, right? So that's why it is throwing some invalid client. Now it is checking the client actually. So you are sending wrong client ID or correct client ID. Okay, so in this way it is checking. So now I'll send proper client ID secret ID. Okay, how can I send actually? So I need to, first of all I need to get this client ID, proper client ID secret ID. From where can I get the client ID secret ID? Previously we have get the client ID secret in the access management, right? Those things we should not use actually. Okay, that is only for applying policies only. That is not for these credentials. Okay, these client ID, this is the application level, that is the organization level. Okay, if you want to generate your application level client ID secret ID, you have to go to the exchange. Okay, now you know the usage of the exchange. Okay, duplicate, I'll go to the exchange. I'll go to the exchange. Here in the exchange you can see. Okay, where is my exchange? This is not my exchange. So I'll go to the exchange. Okay, you have to click on the open experience API. From here you can request your client ID secret ID. Okay, you have to request your client ID secret ID. I'll click on this request access. Then it will give, here you need to create one application name, sample application name. Okay, sample experience API, experience API. Okay, I'll create in this way, otherwise I need to create, right? Sorry. So how can I create actually? Oh my god,
I think you have to select.
yes, whenever you select the, actually you have to select this ID. So from where you will get this ID? In the API manager actually. In the API manager you have auto discover ID, right? Same ID it will appear here. Okay, same ID it will appear here. And in the applications, as of now you don't have seeing any application, right? So for that you have to create a new application actually. Okay, I'll create new application. Here I'll give the application name. Remaining all fields are optional, so that you can leave that. Okay, so I have to click on the create button and click on the request access. Okay, so then it will show some client ID secret ID. These things you have to pass actually, but it is more than 10 digits actually. I think I have limited my API client ID secret with the 10 digits. Think these things will not work. We'll see. Okay, we'll see will it work or not. I'll copy this in a notepad. Okay, I'll copy this. That is the issue we are facing actually. So we'll see, will it work? That is fine. Is not working also fine. We'll check actually. Okay, and also copying notepad is better way. Think it will not allow. I think it will throw bad request, I guess. Okay, good. Okay, it will throw bad request, I guess. So we'll see. Yeah, bad request. Why? Because I have limited my headers with the 10 only. How can I say? 10 digits only I can limit it actually, but I am passing more than 10, right? So that's why I need to change my behavior, like headers behavior. How can I change? First of all, I have a lot of story here. So for that I need to go to the design center. There I will change. After that I need to publish. After that I need to import, again I need to import into the Anypoint Studio. There I will change. I need to redeploy my application. These many things I need to do actually. So that's why So it will also work actually. I have done some mistake actually, so that's why it is not working. Okay, so that's why you also should not maintain your headers limitation is like, I'll show you. Okay, I'll show you that thing.
So
So
is there
that,
any specific number for these headers? I
yes,
mean,
yes,
client ID
I'll,
and
yes,
client.
I'll show you that thing. Okay, I'll show you that thing. Here you can see in the, I'll show you. So that is the issue actually. So here you can see in the, like in a trides, right? So in the libraries, you have library file. In the libraries, you have trides, right? So from the exchange, we are actually, so for this thing, so client ID, client secret, I have restricted with 10 digits only, minimum length, maximum length. But I am passing more than 10 digits. That's why it is not allowing actually. Okay, I'm passing more than 10 digits. So for that, first of all, we need to go to the exchange. Okay, sorry, not exchange. We need to go to the fragment. Why? Because I have everything in my fragments, right? So you can see here in the libraries also you can see exchange modules, and this is coming from fragments actually, not why? Because I don't have any traits here, right? So I'm taking from the fragment, the trait I'm taking from the fragment. So first of all, I need to go to that fragment. I have to change there. I have to again publish to the exchange. Then only I have to import here, then it will update actually. So it's a long process. That's why I'll skip this. Okay. So in this way, we can work with the client ID enforcement and also like basic authentication. Okay, so now nothing will happen actually. If that is everything is perfect, then if I click on here, then automatically it will validate this client ID security, it will give the response actually. Okay, but now it will take more time actually. That's why I'm skipping this thing. The main intention is like how to apply the policies. If you know the basic authentication, how to apply the basic authentication, like remaining all things are very easy actually. Client ID enforcement simply already all setup is done, right? So I have placed my auto discovery in the application, and I have placed my global organization level client ID security in the application. So everything is set up, and my API also in a activated mode, right? So simply I can apply the all policies actually simply. So here you can see a lot of policies like so I'll apply one more policy, then you can able to understand. Okay, how can we apply remaining policies also very easily. Okay, so first of all, I will like actually this client ID secret ID lines, client ID enforcement policy is not working due to like restriction of headers, right? So you understand the problem, right? So you know how to resolve that. You have to go to the fragmentation, there you have to change, and again you have to import that new fragmentation to the like into your design center. After that you have to import and redeploy. That four things you have to do. Okay, then only it will resolve. Okay, so if you face these kind of challenges, if you are resolving this, then you will get more idea on your entire structure. Means if you got any error, small error in one place, how you can resolve those all errors. Okay, you will get more idea. Okay, so facing the errors is more important actually. Then only you will know. Okay, how you can resolve those errors. Everything is going smooth means you will not understand anything. That's the problem. Okay, so here the thing is like now we are going to apply the rate limiting policy. How we can apply the rate limiting policy? Okay, as of now I'll disable this client ID enforcement. Okay, I will enable this basic authentication. Why? Because this is applying perfectly, right? So that's why I'll enable this basic authentication. Okay, otherwise we can do one more thing also, alternative. Okay, as of now I'll do alternative way. Okay, so what is that way? So I will enable, I will edit actually, I will not enable, I'll edit this one. So I can pass my headers through the basic authentication also, right? So that it is not like I think it is not checking. I think in this scenario it will not check actually. Okay, so I will pass through the username part like a basic authentication model. Okay, authentication model. Now we'll see what will happen. We'll see. Okay, so I'll enable my policy. So it will take some time. So instead of passing here, I'm passing the same thing in the authentication. Okay, so this is the alternative way. I can show you as of now for your satisfaction. Okay, so here I can select basic authentication. In the basic authentication only I'm sending my client ID secret ID. Okay, understand, right? So I, basically we are passing our client ID secret in the headers, but this is not working, right? So it is restricting. That's why I'm passing through the authorization. Okay, that's why I'm passing through the authorization as a username password. That client ID secret I'm passing as a username password. Okay, Control C. Here I'll give client ID and secret. Actually, how it will work actually? So for this, I need to do one setting actually. What is the setting? First of all, I need to go to the API manager. Here, I need to edit this. I need to edit this with the custom expression to the basic authentication model. Then only it will accept as a basic authentication address. Okay. So now I'll try to hit my application. We'll see. Will it give or not? Okay. We'll see. Bad request. Bad request. Bad request. Yeah. Why it is giving bad request? Actually, we are sending more than 10, right? So I'm sending only 10 only here. It is also validating, right? So now I'm sending. Yeah, now it is giving response, right? So in this way, you can apply the client ID enforcement also. So I'm working with the client ID enforcement now. Okay, I'm choosing some alternative way. So we can add our client ID secret ID. We can pass our client ID secret ID to the basic authentication address also. Okay, this is the another alternative way. In this way, you can choose. Okay. So after that, I'll apply one more policy also. What is that policy actually? So I can apply the rate limiting policy. What is the rate limiting policy actually? So sometimes you have one application, okay, that will allow only 100 requests for a minute actually. So that application capability is that actually, okay. But end users are many end users, like 10,000 end users we have. All 10,000 members are trying to access my application at a time. So then our application will crash or our server will down, right? So to handle that scenario, we can restrict our number of requests actually. So in the particular time, in the 1 minute, I can access only 100 records only. I can restrict my application in that way. Okay, how can I apply? By using rate limiting policy. Okay, so by using rate limiting policy, we can restrict our API for the particular number of requests in a particular time period. Okay, how can we do that? I'll show you. Okay, for that, apply new policy. Go to rate limiting. Okay, so means you may get some doubt, right? So it is working fine or not, so that I'll cross check actually. So I'll pass some wrong information. Okay, wrong client ID. So it should throwing invalid client. If I'm passing proper, it is throwing, it is giving data. Okay, now my client ID enforcement also working, right? So after that, I will apply the rate limiting also. Okay, how can I apply? Where is my rate limiting? This is the rate limiting, right? So this latest version I am checking. Configuring policy. Here I can give number of requests. Okay, I can give 10 requests. I can give time period is 30 seconds. In the 30 seconds, I can access 10 requests only. Okay, time unit is 30 seconds, right? So I can give in this way. So I can apply. So now the policy is applied, right? So now you can see I am sending. It is giving. Okay. So I'll see actually. So it is applying or not. I need to see. So I think I'll check actually. Okay, it will throw error actually. Once it is enable that policy, it will throw error actually. Okay. So quota has been exceeded actually. This error it will throw. Nothing but you can send only 10 requests for a 30 seconds. Okay. If you want to trying to send more than, it will not give response actually. After 30 seconds, it will give one more 10 request access. Okay, one more 10 request access it will give. So now I'm trying to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, now it is giving error. So I'm keep on hitting, but it is giving error. After 30 seconds, again it will allocate 10 requests actually. Now I can hit one more 10 requests. Okay, in that way we can restrict our application. So in this between time, 1,000 people also means 1,000 people are trying to access my application. Only first 10 requests only it will accept actually. Remaining all requests will go waste actually. Okay. In that way, we can secure our API. Okay. So we can use the throttling also, so that if 1000 requests are hitting, only 10 requests it is accepting. Remaining 9900 is wasting, right? So 9990. So in that scenario, we can apply the throttling so that remaining all requests wait in some particular queue actually. So next set allocated, it will take from that queue actually. That is the throttling actually. Okay. So we can apply the throttling also, and we can apply the rate limiting based on the tiers also, SLA tiers actually. Nothing but you can actually, we have different clients actually. So we can divide those categories. So we can give this particular client, we can give the access for the 30 seconds for the 10 request. Okay. We can give the another client for the 30 seconds, we can give the 300 request. Okay. We can give more access to the based on the tiers actually. We can divide those clients based on the types, like we can give silver and a diamond, platinum. We can give the different categories actually. Based on the categories, we can give the access to the end user actually. If the end user category is platinum, we can give the more access. The end user category is silver, then we can give the less access. In that way, we can divide by using the based on the SLA types also. But those are all are not important that much actually. Okay. So this is more than enough. Means you have to know how to apply the policies, at least one policy. Then only all policies are same actually. You can restrict your API by based on the IP address also, IP whitelisting, IP blacklisting. We have n number of policies. You can check in a Google and you can try actually. Okay. So you can see here n number of policies. You can try these policies. IP blacklist means particular IP you don't want to give access for the particular IP, you can give this here. Whitelist means you want to give access for the particular systems only, like 4 or 5 system. You can give that IP address here, it will accept only that thing. We have n number of like basic authentication. It's a like a rate limiting based on SLA based nothing but tiers actually. So platinum, those kind of things. In
That is
this way we can
service level agreements, right, sir?
sorry.
Service level agreements, right?
Yes.
SLA.
So yeah, SLA based service level. So in this way we can apply our policies in a different way. So this is the how to apply policies. So I hope you are clear. Thank you guys. So